Every era has its frontier. A line between what is and what's next. We've played the game, built the legends, carried the weight. But this is different. This is where the game leaves. This isn't the next season. This is the next frontier.
The 2026 AUSL regular season comes to a close tonight in Durham, North Carolina. The stage is set for what could be one of the most dramatic days in this young league's history. Oklahoma City, it's win and you're in to the postseason on Thursday night. Lose and it'll be the Portland Cascade who advance to the AUSL playoffs. Oklahoma City has the tiebreaker, so with a win tonight, they would have the record at the same as Portland, 14-11. They would be off to play Chicago in the play-in game, who lost last night to Utah, who has the tiebreaker over the Bandits. Alongside Amanda Scarborough, I'm Chucky Kemp. Anna Camden will join us shortly. You've been there in these moments. It's win and advance, lose and go home. What's it like as a player?
Oh my gosh, there's so many nerves on the field right now, knowing that a playoff opportunity is at stake and essentially winning a championship is at stake. You start to go through the regular season, go through the motions, and every game just starts to feel like another game. But this one feels different. One swing, one pitch, one throw can make the difference. And they're going to be on pins and needles tonight trying to make their way to College Station.
At the beginning of this month, Oklahoma City was 3 games out of third place. They had lost 8 of their last 10. They've completely flipped the script to get to this spot.
I mean, we've known that the Spark have had a really good offense all season. They've led the league in home runs, but what has been the difference maker is their pitching. Since July 1st, their ERA is under 4. It's a 2-run improvement from what they were doing in June. Their defense has been locked down back behind their pitchers, an 8-2 record, and swinging the bat with a above 300 batting average was still that home run pop.
Oklahoma City has won each of the first 2 games in this series. They have won 5 in a row, and there's that offense. 306 average, 8 home runs in 4 games against Carolina this year. 4 of those home runs came in game 1 of this series. Just a couple days ago, Maya Brady hit 2 of them, including a clutch swing in the 7th inning of game 1 to force extras. On the other side, we've not seen a lot of Devin Netz in the circle. Just 4 appearances during tonight, just 5 2/3 innings pitched. This is her first start of the year. The 2025 Big 12 Player of the Year and second-team All-American will be rooted on heavily out in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, what an opportunity for Devin Netz. The Portland Cascade going to be rooting for the starter in Devin Netz, rooting for her extremely hard. Pitching in front of a great crowd, another sellout crowd for this last regular season game with everything on the line for the Spark.
Year 2 in the AUSL with the 6 home markets, 2 expansion teams has been wildly successful. The home fans have showed up every night. Their teams have been in market, and it's no different tonight, despite what has been a very tough July for Carolina. Their season will end after this game. Oklahoma City can win and keep playing. Maya Brady takes strike 1 from Devin Netz, a 3.71 ERA in those 5 2/3 innings pitched, just 2 appearances in the circle since June 18th.
And right away, Devin Netz has to be so careful against Maya Brady, who is a hitter of the year candidate, has the ability to hit the long ball. They love her in that leadoff spot. When we started this series, Sydney McKinney was leading off and Maya Brady was hitting the 2-hole.
Brady ground ball toward Aubrey Leach, and there's 1 away.
It's a big out, and we've seen these Blaze pitchers go right at Maya Brady. A lot of weak contact that she's had in her last few at-bats, but hitting behind her was Sydney Romero, Maya Brady. Sydney Romero, such a good 1-2 punch at the top of the Spark lineup.
Sydney Romero now on a 7-game hit streak. Pops this first pitch up and out of play. Hitting .386 on the season, 9 home runs, just 1 off the league leaders, Maya Brady and Megan Grant. That is a new AUSL single season mark with 10 home runs. Morgan Circle set the record last year with 9. Sid Romero made a tremendous diving play up the middle in game 2 to help secure that victory. It's a back and forth contest in game 2. Carolina got out to a 1-0 lead. It was 1-0 going to the 5th. And then we had 10 runs scored in the last 3 innings. Romero softly grounds out, and there's 2 away.
Anytime you're getting Brady and Romero out with contact like that, that is an excellent start for Devin Netz attacking this start. Hasn't pitched much this year, so to see her go out, attack the strike zone, attack these hitters, it's exactly what you want to see if you are a Blaze fan.
And if you are a Portland Cascade fan, many of which are probably donning the Carolina pink tonight as they watch this game out west. Sydney McKinney, an 0-1 count. Ground ball up the middle. Net's actually going to help this to Brito, and it's a 1-2-3 start for Devin Netz and Carolina.
And Sydney McKinney has speed, so this play could not be made if it was not off Devin Netz's glove, hitting it right to Alyssa Brito, who's a contender for a Gold Glove Award winner this year.
That has put up 22 hits and 9 runs, but come up empty in the win column in the first 2 games of this series, hitting .273, 7 home runs in 4 games against Oklahoma City this year. Reese Atwood in the 2 spot, a very dangerous rookie out of Texas and Rookie of the Year candidate in the AUSL. They will face another rookie in the circle and someone who they actually saw in game 1. It's Maya Johnson in her first season out of Columbia Station, Ohio. The former Belmont star went just 1+ innings in the first game, got pulled in the second, gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, only ended up giving up 1 earned run because Elena Vaughter stranded the bases loaded when she entered.
They continue to give the ball to Maya Johnson in some big moments this season. Got the ball on opening day, and now here she is starting game 1 and game 3 of the must-win series for the Spark. They have a lot of trust in this rookie.
Down and away to Dakota Kennedy. 2-1 count for the lefty slugger out of Arkansas. Career best in home runs and RBIs as a senior at Arkansas this year. Takes strike 2.
And Maya Johnson will work a little bit of everything, but you know, in college, she was more of an upspin pitcher going to a rise ball, but as a professional, leaning more on her drop ball, her screw and curve, and going to a rise ball seldomly. There's a little rise ball right there. It was supposed to be a screwball that had some upspin action to it, but I think that you're seeing a lot of pitchers across the league this year go more down in the zone to their drop balls and curve screw that are staying at the knees because the ball is flying out of the ballpark so much home run power, so pitchers are trying to keep the ball down in the zone more, like Johnson and her drop ball.
3-2 count. Kennedy, another foul ball. Carolina has actually led each of the first 2 games, 1-0. Lost game 1, 12-4 in 8 innings. Maya Brady forced extras in the 7th with a solo home run, and then Oklahoma City put up 8 runs in the top of the 8th. Dakota Kennedy is going to gap this into left center field, and she is headed for second with a leadoff double.
That's how you want to start off a game. What a great at-bat by Dakota Kennedy. Saw just about everything out of the hand of Maya Johnson. Maya Johnson, a lot of confidence in her changeup to throw this pitch in a full count, but Dakota Kennedy is not fooled at all by it. In fact, it looked like she was right on time. You didn't see any type of trigger with her bottom half thinking that it was going to be 70 out of the hand. She was ready for that 55-mile-an-hour changeup.
Now Reese Atwood trying to follow that up. That gets away. Kennedy is going to take third base. This is where the Blaze have struggled. They've left 19 runners on base in the first 2 games of this series, and they are 1 for 23 with runners in scoring position.
It's a tough number, you know, for the fans that have been in these stands, seeing these base runners on and not able to drive them in.
Reese Atwood going to lay down a bunt to try and bring Kennedy across on a squeeze, which we've seen the last two nights in Portland, with Chicago beating Utah on one and then Utah essentially beating Chicago on one.
I love it. I love the smile on Reese Atwood's face and just running that play. The Bandits did it, the Talons did it, now the Blaze are doing it. Give me more squeezes in this league.
1-1, only one bunt attempt for Reese Atwood. So it was Sammy Williams for the Bandits who walked it off on a squeeze play. She's the best hitter in the league this year. Last night for Utah, it was Jordan Woolery, who drove in over 100 runs for UCLA this year, and now Reese Atwood.
The combined, RBI and home run numbers for those three hitters that you just named are just clutch. Usually come through with the big swing, a little trickery late in the season. I'm here for it.
I think Jordan Woolery or Reese Atwood bunted one time in college this year.
Not this year, no. Maybe at some point.
Foul ball off the bat of Atwood, 2-2. We have tried to come up with what is this game like? What can we compare it to? Because you look at regionals or super regionals in a game 7 or a game 3 type of setting, feels like that. You win and you advance, but there's so much interest elsewhere with Portland as a part of this puzzle that it feels like it has even more magnitude than that.
No, it is hard to think of exactly what it compares to in our sport or any sport.
Atwood through the left side, and Carolina for the third consecutive game will strike first.
14 pitches for the first two hitters that Maya Johnson has faced in this Blaze lineup. Dakota Kennedy, great at bat. Reese Atwood, great at bat, shortening up, finding a hole on the left side, through the 5-6 hole and past to Sydney Kinney and Sid Romero over there for an RBI. And again, in this series, Blaze score first.
It's going to be a visit with Maya Johnson in the circle. This will be a quick change if they feel like they need to. There's already work in the pen. That's Penta and Gould out there warming up. I don't think we're to that point, but a couple more base runners and this will be a change. There's too much on the line for Oklahoma City. We saw it in game 1 of this series.
I do ultimately think it comes down to feeling like a game 3 of a super regional. Maybe not with another team, like waiting to see what you do. That aspect is different, but winning this game and knowing that you're going to advance. It's just like the super regionals that we have at the college level, best 2 of 3 series, although that's not really at stake here, but if you win this last game, you get a chance to go to the Women's College World Series. Same deal here. Win this game, get a chance to play in College Station at the playoffs and play for a championship.
Carolina is on a 10-game losing streak. When that streak started, they were actually in second place in the standings, and Oklahoma City was in 5th. OKC was 3 games back at the start of July. Before a game was played in this month, Oklahoma City was 3 games out of 3rd place. And they were maybe the 3rd pick of all of them, just based on their schedule and how they were playing to make a run. We're 2-8 in their final 10 in June. Klingler is hit by the pitch. There it is, end of June. They were 5-9. They lost 8 of their last 10. 5.5 out of first place. And here they are, 13-11, have won 8 of their last 10. And Amber Flores is out of the dugout, and they might make this change right now.
I think there's going to be some quick pitching changes made today for the Spark, using everybody in that bullpen. Maddie Penta getting loose on the left, Peja Gould getting loose on the right. Maddie Penta threw very well yesterday, and it looks like she's the one headed out of the bullpen now.
2 on, nobody out, first inning. Maddie Penta. Oklahoma City with a win, or Portland with a Carolina win. All comes down to the final 2 days of the regular season. Last night, Utah beating Chicago to clinch the #1 spot and a bye to the championship series. Maddie Penta enters for Oklahoma City with 2 on and nobody out, facing Valerie Cagle in the cleanup spot. You mentioned it, Amanda. We saw Penta yesterday, started game 2, went 5 innings, gave up just 5 hits and 2 earned while striking out 5.
It was a way that she changed speeds yesterday.
Cagle to right field. It's gone! Valerie Cagle, for the third time in 2 days, leaves the yard. And it's all Carolina early. And I think you could hear them in Portland when she connected with that ball.
Valerie Cagle is officially a home run machine from yesterday's game and today's game. Yesterday, she hit 2. Add another one to her tally, a line drive to get over that right field wall. It's just 190 down the lines here at Duke. And Valerie Cagle is swinging so free right now. That was on a changeup, too, by the way.
It really did look like one of the ones she hit yesterday, but to left field. It was just a line drive. It almost never got higher than the wall, it seemed like. Now a 1-1 count to Alyssa Brito. It is 4-0 Blaze. Swing and a miss.
And there's that off-speed pitch from Maddie Penta, and that's what we saw her do so well in yesterday's game, where she threw 5 innings, only gave up 5 hits. Is she can ramp it up to 70, but then she can throw this in-between speed with her drop ball. That's at about 61 to 63. And then she also has a changeup. She drops in there at 53, 55. So Maddie Penta has become a 3-speed pitcher, being able to vary her speeds and make that 70 because of that look even faster and get on top of hitters.
Three-two count to Brito. Penta, get things calmed down here and get this extremely dangerous offense back to the dish.
These at-bats that Blaze are putting together are just pressureful. Dakota Kennedy started it and set the tone against Maya Johnson. She had an 8-pitch at-bat, led to a double, and then Reese Atwood fed off of it. They saw 14 pitches in their first 2 hitters.
Brito fouls that into the crowd. Just wonder, what was Carolina going to come out like? 10-game losing streak, season over regardless of result tonight. They have come out motivated, trying to give this sellout crowd something to be happy about and to look forward to for 2027.
These are some gritty at-bats early. You're just seeing it. Great crowds all year. This has been an awesome atmosphere that they've created here for the Carolina Blaze. I've absolutely loved my time at the series. Even had a series at the Durham Bulls Stadium, which was awesome to have too, just down the road.
Three-two. Watches it, ball 4. Let's go down to Anna with Valerie Cagle.
Okay, Amanda just called you a home run machine. This is the 3rd time you and I have stood here this series. What have you been working on recently that's allowed you to see all this success come to fruition?
I think for me, I've just realized that, like, my best at-bats are when I don't think. And so just, like, yeah, pitchers are great here, but, like, I am too. And so how do I just turn my brain off and attack the pitches when I see strikes? You know, having Dakota as a lefty in front of me really helps because she can kind of tell me what she saws and sees. And then we also just had 3 great at-bats in front of me, so that's also very helpful for me.
Don't think. I love it. Thanks, Val.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
It's a great perspective. She is swinging a hot bat right now. Oklahoma City will be happy to not face her any longer.
Just so happy for her.
Into left field, shallow. Bubba Nichols-Camarena comes on, and that is out number 1 as they retire Devin Netz.
You know, Valerie Cagle was a 2-way player in college, National Player of the Year for the numbers that she put up in the circle and at the plate. And, you know, this year she came into the season just saying, all right, I'm going to give up pitching. I'm just going to focus on hitting. And so you know that this feels so good for her to end this season, the way that she's swinging it, the way that she has confidence in the box. What a moment for her.
Up and in, ball 1 to Anna Gold. Anna Gold got the opportunity to return to Duke this year. Last year, the AUSL traveling around the country in the first season of existence, kind of testing different places out. It was incredible sellout crowds all over the place, but you didn't have that home environment. You didn't have the home field advantage that we have now. And you didn't have the connection like these fans have with somebody like an Anna Gold who played on this field in college.
Well, speaking of ending the season strong, that's what Anna Gold has been looking to do in this series with the way that she's been swinging the bat. 5 hits in this series, been sitting back on change-ups and hit him out of the park, pull-side power. Very comfortable in this park and wanting to end her season strong.
Big swing through that pitch for strike 2.
Had some nasty movement to it, and that's the one time I feel like that the Blaze have chased out of the strike zone. Their at-bats have been so good. They have not been chasing pitches like that out of the hand of Johnson or Penta.
Quick break from the action, guys. And to those of you who've already subscribed or clicked to like and follow us, we certainly thank you. And you probably already received your free gift, and you can skip ahead. But for those of you who have not yet clicked that subscribe or follow button, we would like to ask you to do that for us because it really helps the channel. And we really appreciate those who support us so that we can keep making great content and growing this channel. So stay until the end of this video where we'll say thank you for watching and supporting us, but we'll do it in a tangible way you can personally enjoy and one that really brings actual value to you by giving you your choice of one of these 21 great digital guides or manuals you see on the screen right now covering a wide array of useful subjects. And you'll even be able to read their table of contents before you decide. And that's how we know that each one of you will find something helpful and beneficial to your life's current journey or your future goals. They're valued between $19 and $27, but completely free. We'll see you at the end of the video and then provide you the simple steps to go get it and select yours. Now back to the action, folks.
18 pitches here for Penta after coming out of the bullpen for the 4th batter of the game. Anna Gold will walk. Meanwhile, Devin Netz took just 9 pitches through the first inning.
Well, the home runs that Val Cagle hit in yesterday's game, they were opposite field. There's that line drive one that you were talking about, Chucky, and then one toward the middle of the field or more toward left center. But today, pull side home run on a changeup. So Val Cagle is spraying these line drive home runs all over the park. That one just getting out of here so quickly. And that was one that you just didn't know if it was going to hit the top of the wall or actually get out of here. 3 home runs for Val Cagle in 2 days.
Pinch hitting for the Carolina Blaze, number 36, Jordan Lee.
It's interesting, just the dynamic down in that dugout, too. They just seem so free today. Like, this is it, and it's almost a celebration of their team that they are just enjoying playing together for one final time in 2026.
I think you want to end on a high note. It's been a tough end of the season for this Blaze team, but I think it's also fun to play the part of a spoiler against someone.
Jordan Rudley through the left side. Brito held at third. And for Rudley, who has announced her retirement, this will be her final game of her career. At least one more base hit for the resume. Here comes Brito. She scores. Caught OKC sleeping. And it's 5-0. Gold also moved up to third. Got the booth sleeping too.
Yeah, definitely keeping score. Brito is so aggressive. So Maddie Penta is going to get the ball back. And before she goes to the circle, Brito just takes off. So once the ball is in that circle, then it is dead. You can't take off. But Brito left right before Penta took that last step, or I should say the first step, into the circle.
7 of the first 8 hitters for Carolina have reached base.
Can we count that as a steal? Does that count as a steal? I don't think it actually does, but I want to count that as like stealing home. Like the softball fan in me wants to count that as a steal.
In our hearts, it's a steal. Aubrey Leach swinging at that second pitch, down in the count 0-2, trying to turn this over to the top of the order in the first inning.
Oh, it is a steal. Great. I thought I was just making that up. For some reason, I didn't feel like that was going to be a steal to me, but love it.
Aubrey Leach hit Sarah Gordon's glove. That's going to be catcher's interference, and Leach will take first.
The ruling on the field is catcher's obstruction. The batter is awarded first base.
It's tricky. It is actually called catcher obstruction. But definitely hit her glove, and now the top of the order is back up for the Blaze again.
It's an 0-2 count. Here is Dakota Kennedy. Big swing at the first pitch, foul ball.
What do you think the Portland Cascade are feeling right about now? I mean, I feel like they're just going to be hanging on to every pitch. And then I have a feeling, too, I mean, despite the Blaze being up by 5 runs, we have to remember that the Spark have one of the best offenses in the league, and they lead the league in home runs, so they can get back into this very quickly. So I have a feeling that we might have some ups and downs of momentum in this game with what's at stake for the Spark. They're not going to go away easily. They have big home run pop.
Oh-2 Kennedy, little dribbler out in front of home plate. Gordon diving for the plate, safe at home. Gold came flying in to score run number 6. And I think Oklahoma City is going to challenge this. It was close.
Oklahoma City is challenging the force play at the plate. The call is now under review.
Oh yeah, I think she's going to be out. It does look like Anna Gold's foot, you know, if it was stuck out, like it would have beat the tag, but Gordon gets her glove on the plate. I don't think Anna Gold ever actually touches the plate.
You're right.
She came really close to touching the plate, but did not. So I think this will be the second out.
Good challenge by Amber Flores in Oklahoma City. We'll see. I think we're about to get word.
After further review, the call of the plate has been changed to an out. This is Oklahoma City's first challenge.
So OKC gets a break. The bases are still loaded, and there's nowhere to put Reese Atwood. 0 for 3 with the bases loaded this season. Takes outside, ball 1.
I really think they're going to keep the ball down against her in this situation. Already down by 5. They cannot afford to go up in the zone and have Reese Atwood lift one out of here. So stay down the zone with their drop ball, maybe work a curveball at the knees as well. It's a nice looking pitch right there by Maddie Penton. 9 to 10 inches of horizontal break. So that is moving 9 to 10 inches away from Reese Atwood as a right-handed hitter.
Reese Atwood had her first hit and RBI of the series earlier this inning. Lets that one go, 2-1 count. She leads Carolina with 8 home runs and 22 RBIs on the season. She is one of the best candidates for Rookie of the Year in the league. Atwood to left, it's gonna get down and it's to the wall. 2 runs will score. Kennedy coming around, the throw, not in time. Carolina has exploded in the first inning.
Wow, 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 wow. Reese Atwood maybe thinking the same thing that I'm thinking. She's going to go down in off speed. That's an off-speed drop ball that Reese Atwood is down, out, leaning over the plate, ready to get her barrel to that pitch. Hits it hard, 76 miles an hour off the bat. Sneaks it past Bubba Nichols, Camarena out in left field, and it goes all the way to the wall for a bases clearing double for the rookie, Reese Atwood, who is one of the top contenders for Rookie of the Year in the league.
Carolina was 1 for 23 in the first 2 games with runners in scoring position. They are 5 for 5 this inning. 8-0 Blaze. Still a runner on second base in front of a sold-out crowd. Peja Gould will enter the game. The rookie out of Mississippi State finished her career there this year after 3 years at Chattanooga. Just 1 outing in July. It was a third of an inning against Utah.
It just seems like with the way that the Blaze are seeing the ball right now, it doesn't matter who Spark puts into the circle. Their at-bats are so locked in. It's something that we noticed right away when Dakota Kennedy and Reese Atwood, 2 rookies, by the way, started this game, getting on quickly, generating the first runs. I mean, my goodness. This Blaze offense is seeing the ball so big right now, but they're going to see a completely different pitcher in Peja Gould, who really spins the ball well and does not blow you away with velocity.
Gould misses with her first pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Bailey Klingler is the batter she will face with 2 outs and 1 on in a 35-minute first inning in which Devin Netz took 9 pitches to retire Oklahoma City in order in the top of the first. Klingler off the end of the bat to Sherrill, and finally Oklahoma City is headed back to the dugout. A mountain to climb with all of it to leads Oklahoma City 8-0, and there's a very interested party out in the Pacific Northwest, and with more on that, we go to Anna.
There are few things harder for an athlete than having to sit still, and unfortunately for the Portland Cascade, that's exactly what they're doing tonight as they await the fate of their postseason dreams that are entirely dependent on a Carolina Blaze win tonight. So they are undoubtedly enjoying this game so far and have identified as the Carolina Cascade for the night. And Megan Grant told me that of course it's nerve-wracking, but they also understand that this is entirely out of their control. There's nothing they can do but sit back, watch, and see how the cards fall. And why not do that over a shared team meal, right?
Delaney whiz to left field. That's going to be a foul ball. You just wonder how many drinks or plates were maybe knocked askew when that couple of those Carolina swings took place.
We talked about even when it was 5-0, it's not over until it's over. It's starting to rain here. I just feel like this is the type of game that could get kind of wacky with what's at stake and the weather.
In the conditions, is there an advantage one way or the other as a pitcher? Do you say, absolutely, this is what I like, or is it a problem for you in the circle?
Yeah, you definitely don't love pitching in the rain whatsoever. It messes with your grip. You just don't feel like you have great control. And to that, Devin Netz says, I'll roll another ground ball for her 4th of the game. 4 outs, 4 ground balls.
Well, you know, Devin Netz is used to the pitching in the rain. She only played her college ball in the desert in Tucson at Arizona. This is going to be a special moment here because Jordan Rudley, who has announced her retirement, is going to be pulled from this game. She already had a base hit tonight as part of that 8-run inning, and she will get a congratulations here and a big hug from Reese Atwood, the rookie who will take her place. But Jordan Rudley, a 4th-year pro, she played her college ball at Northwestern. She's a former Johnny Bench Award winner for the nation's top catcher and a Rollins Gold Glove winner as a senior in 2022.
These moments just so special. These athletes that have had an incredible college career and decided to spend some of their adult life post-college softball playing professional softball.
Contributing to the game as she heads into her 4th season with the Purdue Boilermakers softball.
She is still going to be very involved in the sport. She's an assistant coach at Purdue currently. Played 5 games this year with Texas out of the reserve athlete pool, and now finishes up here with Carolina. But one more time for Jordan Rudley. She got to take her spot at the plate and came through.
Isn't that so cool, knowing that that was likely going to be her last at bat? She came up and got a hit. Just so special. This sport means so much to so many of us, and a moment like that isn't everything, right? But it's just icing on the cake for the long journey that you've had since you were a little girl playing softball to this point. And taking your last swing, catching your last pitch, and have an opportunity for just one more time on the field that you love so much.
She helped Devin Nets start 4 up, 4 down. There's a new center fielder for Carolina. It's Mackenzie Clark. Alicia Ocasio started the game out there, but we kind of discussed what the plan might be tonight for Carolina pitching-wise, and this is speculation to an extent. Alicia Ocasio just got back from Peru, where she helped Puerto Rico qualify for the WBSC World Cup. And so maybe Ocasio would be the next option out of the bullpen for Carolina.
Yeah, she was warming up before the game, especially knowing that she was going to start the game in center field. So she was making sure that she was warm before the game started, just in the event that they needed her early in the game.
Inside, that's going to hit Amari Harper, so a 1-out base runner. Let's go down to Anna with more on Alicia Ocasio.
Well, she flew home at 4 a.m. yesterday, but she told me she actually feels great. She doesn't feel tired. She told her coach, hey, coach, put me in. I'm ready to go. And so we're probably going to see her in a couple different spots out there on the field tonight, and she is full of energy despite the wild week that she has had.
Ocasio was excellent, too, in that qualifier. 3-0 in the circle, a 1.11 ERA in 19 innings pitched, and struck out 26 batters.
And she hit well, too. We saw Alicia Ocasio fly back from Peru, and she's here. Georgina Korek was in the same boat, flying back from Peru, and all she did yesterday was pitch excellent through the complete game and help the Talons get the 1 seed.
Bubba Nichols, Camarena, diving stop by Gold. Can they roll a pair? They cannot. Anna Gold with a great stop. Left side of this infield has been lights out this year.
This Blaze team is just reminding these fans the type of athletes that they can be on defense, in the box, in the circle. I mean, this Blaze team is playing fired up, inspired softball, close play at first, but definitely the right call. She was safe.
Wow, look at that changeup. That is actually going to go down as a strike. Atwood couldn't haul it in. 41 miles per hour.
Wow. I think that's the slowest changeup that I've seen. And I'm about to call some Little League games, and I feel like that's the speed that their changeups are going to be coming in at this upcoming week.
That's one you almost feel like if you're off balance, you can reset yourself and get ready for it again. Sydney Sherrill at the plate, 1-1 count. Just missed.
Well, it's to the point, too, where if you're wearing a Blaze uniform, if you're Devin Nats or Cara Dill, the head coach for the Blaze, you don't want to give the Spark any momentum. Even that hit by pitch and a couple of missed pitches here by Devin Nats, not finding the strike zone as Sid Sherrill works it to a 3-1 count. That's just a little bit of fuel that starts to get put into the Spark mindset that they have, that they can get back into this. And then all of a sudden, those missed pitches lead to a walk. So 2 free passes in this inning for Devin Nats, which is just one of the biggest no-nos after your team scores 8 runs.
The designated player, number 45, Haley Lee.
Haley Lee at the plate, 1 for 5 with an RBI and a walk in the first 2 games. Came on as a pinch hitter in game 1, got the start now in the last 2. Been swinging it better. The average does not showcase that, but over the last week, we've seen her have much more quality at bats.
Well, she's been swinging early in the count, too. Like she just got a good swing off the first pitch of this AB.
Oh, check swing. Nets bare hands it. The former Gold Glover makes the play. 8-0 as we go to the bottom of the second in Durham. As we get started, 10 a.m. local time start for Oklahoma City and Carolina, and a very interested Portland team out west who gathered last night at a restaurant to watch the first inning and a half. As you mentioned, Rain, it'll be Jalen Ford in the circle, the lefty out of James Madison, longtime pro now. It was Peja Gould who got the last out of the first inning after Maya Johnson started and Maddie Penta entered. So this is the fourth pitcher in less than 2 innings that we have seen for OKC in this game.
Yeah, if they've had an Achilles heel to Spark, it has been the arms in the circle who've struggled against really good offenses. Jalen Ford, you mentioned it, Chucky, a veteran, a ton of experience. They're going to need her to come in to stop this Blaze offense who has been lights out over the last 24 hours.
You mentioned how good Oklahoma City's offense has been. They lead the league in home runs. This is in the air to left center field, and just like the first inning, Val Cagle gets him going in the second.
Now batting, number 33, Alyssa.
She has been red hot at the end of this season. 3 home runs, 4 hits in this series, and has driven in 6. Now Alyssa Brito to face Jalen Ford. Brito, another one, finishing very strong. 5 hits in the series and a walk in this game with a run scored. About 14 hours and 18 minutes between pitches from last night when we stopped at about 7:45 local time. Brito takes ball 1 down and away. Have you been in this spot as a player?
Surely, but it's a different kind of piece of it, knowing that it's win or go home for the Spark team. Of course, Blaze playing the spoilers here today in the final game of the regular season. So yes, I've faced the pressure of being behind by a large deficit, in which case it's about chipping away, passing the bat, playing good defense. But for this Spark team, they are playing for much, much more with a chance to head to College Station.
1-2 count for Ford against Alyssa Brito. Brito into right field. Carolina continues to pour the hits on, back-to-back singles. Let's check in with Anna again. What were the last 12 hours like for OKC?
The last 12 hours were a chance to reset, to come in and start this morning better than they started last night. And after a late night, an early morning, and a couple shots of espresso, they feel ready to go. Maya Brady told me, hey, we don't need to score 8 runs. We just need one at a time. And that type of maturity is what head coach Amber Flores values so much in this group. They don't get too high, they don't get too low. And that stability is what they're going to need for a team that finds themselves in a less than ideal situation with their postseason dreams on the line.
And it's a team that they are playing in Carolina whose season will end after this game. But they just are playing so free right now. Devin Netz into right center field. Another single. And now the bases are loaded for Duke's own Anna Gold.
Bases loaded. Number 4.
Yeah, it's been any arm for the Spark that this Blaze offense has put really good swings on there. Devin Netz, again, going with a pitch on the outside edge, finding a hole, passing the bat. I mean, you just look at the numbers, they're gaudy. 8 for 11 so far in this ball game. Only in the bottom of the second.
They had just 1 hit in the first 2 games with runners in scoring position, already 4 in the first inning plus in this one. Anna Gold takes a big cut here. You've seen a lot of Anna Gold on this field, 2nd in career home runs in Duke softball history. And she's come on in this last series, already 5 hits.
Yeah, Anna Gold has been such a key piece to this Blaze organization, not only, statistically, but also the fans here. They know Anna Gold. She's up in billboards in Durham. In this campaign for the Blaze, she's not only been good offensively, but very stellar over at third base in the hot corner, and they look to keep her on their roster for years to come.
Left side of the infield defensively, Brito and Gold as good as it gets. Gold takes outside, 1-2 count. Jalen Ford well over a strikeout per inning. She could use a few of them right here. 1-2. Played a lot of professional ball over in Japan. Started her career as one of the top picks in the 2016 NPF draft. 3rd overall. Foul ball from Gold. Eight hits for Carolina. They're almost through the lineup for a full second time. Gold goes down looking on the outside corner.
And this is the spark that the Spark might have needed in this inning. This is a backdoor curveball. Roughly 6 to 7 inches of horizontal break, meaning it's coming out of the left hand of Jalen Ford. It looks away in the other batter's box, but it curves back and catches the outside corner. First out in the inning, huge out for Oklahoma City in the second.
So now Alicia Ocasio is playing in her first game in this series. She was with Puerto Rico in Peru for the WBSC World Cup qualifier, where Puerto Rico and Japan both qualified. And Alicia was excellent, both offensively and in the circle, and I think there's a really good chance that we will see her at some point pitching in this game. She warmed up last night. We've seen her in the bullpen again today. We'll see if it's Devin Netz that goes back out there in the third or what they decide to do. Oklahoma City, the other problem here is that they do need to chip away at this lead, but the only opportunities they're guaranteed at this point are 3 more with an 8-run deficit. Alicia chases that one 2-2.
Yeah, what a weapon Alicia Ocasio is for this Blaze team. On both sides of the softball, going to need her here. You know, we talk about Oklahoma City and the shutdown inning that they needed here in the bottom of the second, facing 8 runs. That's a huge piece there for Jalen Ford again. But for the Blaze on the other side, I imagine the conversation coming into today was, hey, put the nail in the coffin. Come out, create violent swings, opportunities, and put this game away. Jalen Ford 1 pitch away from getting out of the jam.
Aubrey Leach way out in front of that pitch, 58 miles an hour. It's interesting because they've kind of shifted this outfield over, so if Aubrey would have got a piece of that, there's a huge opening in right field. Nice pitch for strike 2.
And you mentioned the shift, Chucky. Typically, as a left-hander, when the outfield does shift, left field, center field, moving towards the left side, you don't think you're going to get pitched a changeup because, to your point, if you get ahead of it, if you pull it, there's a lot of green. She gets a changeup there, then gets sped up with the curveball.
Aubrey into left center field. This is going to beat the outfielders and go to the wall. And this is going to clear the bases, and Aubrey's headed for third. It's a 3-run triple, the second time in 2 innings that the Blaze have cleared the bases with 1 swing.
Aubrey Leach starts the at-bat with a changeup that fools her. This is why she's so good. Second pitch of the AB, it's a curveball that speeds her up. Third pitch, it's the changeup again. This time, Leach adjusts, kills time with the legs, barrels one in the left center gap, and then lets the wheels work. A lot of softball left, but is that the nail in the coffin? 11-0 Carolina in the bottom of the second.
Just felt like they were so close, Oklahoma City, to just capturing an ounce of momentum. The opportunity to strand the bases loaded. Instead, it's an 11-run deficit. Jalen Ford paints the inside corner, strike 2. Back to the top of the order, Dakota Kennedy up for the 3rd time in this game. Carolina's 8 first-inning runs last night. Really incredible because they had only scored 17 first-inning runs in the first 24 games of the season. But here they are after 2 full innings on 2 separate days, up 11. For Devin Netz, who didn't look like she would need much. Last night, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and a hit batter. Both of those coming in the second. So she's back out there, a fresh inning to start off this fine Tuesday in Durham, North Carolina. Sarah Gordon leads it off. 9-1-2 in the order for OKC coming up. Gordon takes strike one. Rain, we have both seen some massive comebacks on this field this year, not for a professional team, but for the Duke Blue Devils, who had one of the best offenses in the country. They erased a 6-run deficit in 1 inning against Stanford in conference play this year. And they had a bunch more comebacks. Other than that, that was just the largest one.
Yeah, and our game now has really shifted. Instead of these 1-run, 2-1, 3-0 ball games, we saw football scores this year. You mentioned the Stanford-Duke series. I believe that ended 16-14 or something of the sort, and so a lot of softball left. I mean, you look at this Oklahoma City Spark offense, second in the league in runs scored, an offense that can score in a hurry as well. And yes, you're chasing 11. That does not feel good if you're head coach Amber Flores, but with the offense they have, there's a chance.
Anna Gold takes one away from Sarah Gordon, a familiar sight to the fans here in Durham.
And it's plays like this that make Anna Gold so good, so multi-dimensional in what she brings to this organization. A diving play, and it's the first step. Yes, the diving catch with great hand-eye coordination, but pre-pitch preparation, being on time with your step as a young athlete, preparing for contact, that's the little differences between Anna Gold and an average third baseman.
That was back-to-back changeups from Devin Netz, one at 44 miles an hour, the other at 42.
So tough to prepare for both of those, especially when Devin Netz will then have a 7-inch drop on the changeup at 61 miles per hour. That's 17 miles per hour in terms of window that as a hitter you have to prepare for timing-wise. Very difficult to be on time for one, let alone both.
Brady tried to wait on it that time. Brito calling off Gold, 2 outs. This is Devin Netz's first start of the season. She's been excellent through 2 2/3. Just her 5th appearance in the circle. Two-way player out of Arizona. Dana Sorensen, the Carolina general manager, loves the versatility in her players. Big reason she is such a fan of Alicia Ocasio. Sydney Romero is hit by the pitch. She is the 3rd base runner in the game, all 3 via free passes. There's Dana Sorensen. Actually came in the booth last night during the rain delay and gave us a great nugget that they had a karaoke night as a team. And we asked, did you sing? She said, yeah, Celine Dion. And she said she got up to do it, and Carlin Pickens said, oh, I'll sing it with you. So little duet, Celine Dion with Dana Sorensen and Carlin Pickens.
Hey, that's culture right there. First-round draft pick gets up to sing with the GM. There is Pickens there. What an athlete she is. What a phenomenal softball player. Fun to watch this entire season.
Had one of the best reactions on draft night, sitting with her family and the entire Tennessee team. And, of course, Carlin from the state of North Carolina. And tears instantly when she heard her name called first overall. This will be a motivated group coming into 2027 back at Smith Family Stadium here in Durham. They also got to play one series downtown, the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. Fantastic crowds, an awesome setting as well. And so we'll see maybe that continues next year. I hope it does.
Yeah, they got to make it happen. I don't know who's in charge of that piece of it, but as a fan, as a person who lives in Durham, there's nothing better than walking to that ballpark and seeing these fans, this crowd for professional softball.
Another foul ball for Sydney McKinney, 2-2 count. Oklahoma City has done a lot of 2-out scoring entering this series. They had 44 2-out RBIs. That was the best in the league. They hit over 280 with 2 outs, but McKinney pops this up, similar spot. Brito wants it again, and she will take it. Has to be one of the front runners for the Gold Glove Award. It's 11-0 after 2.5.
And now we get to see that excellence continue for the AUSL. What a rookie class. Reese Atwood at the plate now has been phenomenal. But Carlin Pickens and Megan Grant, the rest of this crew, I have a feeling they're going to etch their names in the history books of AUSL.
Any softball fan is hoping that we will see Carlin Pickens and Reese Atwood playing together for the next 10 to 15 years. Reese will lead things off. She is 2 for 2 in this game. Oh, 2, she chased it and goes down swinging. Jalen Ford has 4 strikeouts. All 4 outs she has recorded have been via strikeout.
You don't get 4 punch-outs against this lineup unless you're moving the softball. I mean, this is a rise ball that just climbs the ladder. An elite pitch by Jalen Ford, one of the veterans on this team. And we talk about that second inning. I mean, you just got to tip your cap to the Blaze. The way they were able to find pitches on the outside part of the zone, punch them where the defenders were not. And then Jalen Ford has responded. 4 punch-outs on the day so far and 1 in the third.
Oh, 1 from Ford to Bailey Klingler. She takes a big swing at that, down 0-2. Klingler chases it. Anna's down in the Blaze dugout. They were super loose last night. What's it like down there today, Anna?
Well, allow me to paint a picture of last night for you. It's 9 p.m. Thunder and lightning are crackling across the sky. A butter chicken delivery was just delivered to the Blaze locker room, and they're Christmas caroling. And after they finish Christmas caroling, they decide to have an arts and crafts night where they make 20 of these posters as a team that you're going to see rotating throughout the game. I saw one that said, "This girl is on fire," and I'd say that's pretty appropriate for the Blaze last night and this morning.
And 9 hits, 11 runs. That bounces up. Romero basically barehanded that to record the second out here in the third. There's also been some fun banter between Portland and Carolina because obviously the Cascade are the biggest Blaze fans of anybody right now. So they've had some fun back and forth on social media. I feel like I'm about 80 years old saying social media. I'm not sure why. First pitch swinging for Val Cagle is a foul ball. Cagle, another one that fans around here are familiar with. Didn't play here, but played in the ACC at Clemson, a National Player of the Year, USA Softball Player of the Year, and a Gold Glove winner in 2023 as a junior. 86 career wins in the circle at Clemson and hit almost 380 with 66 home runs. She actually enrolled at Clemson in 2019. They did not start playing softball until 2020, so she was a part of their first team. You were a part of the first team at Duke. What is that like from the player side?
It's a unique and hard to describe experience because you're building the traditions, you're building the culture that you want to live on, and you're also trying to win games.
Cagle, did she go? She did, and that'll finish off the third inning. Oklahoma City has only punched their ticket to the best of 3 AUSL Championship Series. They do not know their opponent, though. We will find that out on Thursday night in College Station when Chicago will meet either Oklahoma City or Portland, depending on who wins this game. Obviously, Carolina by far in the driver's seat, so Portland's got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, getting up over on the West Coast, drinking their morning coffee, enjoying this one for sure.
That's right. It is a 7 a.m. start for them out west right now. It's the Utah pitching that have done it again. Corrick, Faramo, Fouts leading the way. Montana Fouts maybe one of the top options for AUSL Pitcher of the Year, but Georgina Korek has been excellent. She just hasn't thrown as much because she got here late. Jadlyn Alchin has been as consistent as they come in the league and super clutch. Just has become a winning culture out there very quickly with Lisa Fernandez as the GM and then first-year head coach Cindy Ball-Malone.
Yeah, what a blast to watch the Talons play all year long, and actually covered UCF for their regional, so got to chat with head coach Cindy Ball-Malone, and just what a mind she is, what a culture keeper, a great pitching coach. And you wonder when you look at the AUSL, what is going to be the advantage? Is it going to be in the circle? Is it going to be the big offense? And I think so far this year you see those arms in the circle, the way they are so dynamic, the way they create some diversity in what they bring in Fouts and Korek and others, has led them to where they position themselves today.
0-2 just misses up and away. Amari Harper at the plate, 1 on, nobody out. Big inning here for Oklahoma City. They got to get 4 runs in the next 2 frames to make sure they get to play a 6th inning right now. They entered the month of July having lost 8 of their last 10. They entered this game having won 8 of their last 10. The pitching has been outstanding over that stretch, their best stretch from a pitching standpoint of the year. Aubrey Leach makes the catch, 1 out. On the flip side, just a few weeks ago, Carolina was in 2nd place in this league, and they have just spiraled. Have had a lot of bad luck, to be honest, a lot of close losses that one swing here, one swing there. They might be the team in the situation that OKC's in.
Yeah, Chucky, that's a great point. You know, just talking about whether it's offense, whether it's the pitching staff, how do you build an organization that sustains success? I think you just mentioned consistency. Can you be consistent for the entire season? For both of these ball clubs, they've had some stretches of inconsistency, of bad luck, and it's the margins between the best team in this league and the quote-unquote worst team is razor thin. It's that consistency piece and that depth. And at times, like today and yesterday, the Blaze have had both of those.
So interesting. Such a short season, 25-game season. So for Carolina, this might have been their turning point. In a 45-game season, this could have been the spot that turned it around, and they would have made their own playoff push. Certainly wonder if just the pressure kind of started to weigh on them as they lost a few of those games. Nicholas Camarena swings through it, 2 outs here in the 4th.
This is what we call nasty. I mean, that is an off-speed pitch that out of the hand, difficult to recognize. Even if you pick up the spin, you still have to stop your body and get your barrel out on time. Very difficult to do. Punch out for next.
Sydney Sherrill finally got to that changeup at 47. It's so interesting. We've seen Devin Netz throw that pitch at about anywhere in the 10-mile-per-hour window. From 41 to 51, she has thrown that changeup.
Yeah, it's hard enough when you know that the changeup is a factor. I might get something slower, but then when you have to defend and you have to stay in your legs, to your point, Chucky, in a 10-mile-per-hour window, all in the back of your head, knowing she can go up, she can go in on my hands with some hard stuff, very difficult to do, which speaks to how good Sydney Sherrill is with the line drive to right.
In the air, foul territory. Anna Gold gave it a look.
And you talk about staying back and killing time in the legs. Identifies it. Wonder almost if she's sitting it there, because you don't see the weight shift into the front leg and then the turning into the front leg that you sometimes do if you have a hitter with 2 strikes battling against both. There, Sherrill picks it up and drills it.
I feel like we don't see a pitcher throwing change-up after change-up, but on those rare occasions we do. I mean, that's a tough pitch to sit, right?
It is, and it takes confidence in the dugout to commit to that plan. And it takes a coaching staff and it takes athletes that are willing to swing and miss to go out and to pick a change-up and to sit on that pitch. And when Devin Netz is giving it so often, that's the perfect time to do it, but you have to have confidence and conviction behind it.
Disciplined take from Haley Lee, who has not seen that changeup yet, and maybe that was in the back of her mind there. 2-2 count. There are 2 on. This could be a big moment. Ball 3. Sarah Gordon's on deck, and there are 2 outs. If you let Lee go, you start to think Maya Brady is looming. That gets away. Bases loaded.
Great job by Haley Lee there. And I think Sydney Sherrill taking away that changeup and signaling, maybe the spark or sitting change there led to that at bat by Haley Lee where she finds a way on with the free pass. Now this is a really interesting scenario. 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom part of this order, but you mentioned it, Maya Brady in the on-deck circle.
Devin Netz coming right at Sarah Gordon, who's more than capable. She's had some big swings as a rookie out of Georgia, but we all know what Brady can do, standing about 25 feet from that batter's box. Gordon takes 1-1. This would not be the scenario had Maya Brady not hit a solo home run in game 1 to force extras. This would not have the meaning it does. Gordon swings through that 1-2 count. They'll get a chance in the 5th, but this could be their season right here with the bases loaded. Just misses low. Gordon back to Devin Netz, and she strands the bases loaded. 4 scoreless for Netz in the circle. Resident D1 athlete in a different sport. Learn how to pitch. What was your take on that, Rain?
That was pretty fun. You got to start somewhere, you know?
Just maybe a little late at 25 years old, but we believe in you, Anna. Alyssa Brito leads off the 4th inning. This might be the last time Carolina comes to the plate in the 2026 season. Takes strike 1. Hats off to the fans here in Durham who have had multiple delays in this series. The other day when we had one and actually returned to play, a ton of fans came back after about an hour-plus delay. And then last night even when we were in the booth, we could see the parking lot across the street. We had a 2-hour delay. And even when we left last night, there were still cars that you could tell were waiting to come back into this game at 10 o'clock.
It's pretty remarkable. I mean, just been so cool to see this fan base grow, come alive with the intensity. And it's a little bit funny in that early on in my Duke career, first ever team, there was a lot of open seats, I would say. I didn't see a lot of people here. But to see this fan base grow, come to Smith Family Stadium, and enjoy the best softball in the country is wonderful.
Brito walks. All right, Anna, my question is, I felt like your rhythm was a little bit off when you were trying to learn how to pitch.
Okay, you guys might not be that impressed by my pitching, but I'll tell you who was. Maya Brady. She walked by the lesson and said, Anna, you look like Carlin Pickens, so intimidating. And you know what? It might just be because of the blonde ponytail, but I'm going to take the compliment and ride with it.
I was wondering, too. I'm thinking maybe it's the 6'2" height and the blonde hair, but...
Whatever gets it done, Chucky.
Double play, OKC flashing the leather up the middle, and there's 2 away in the inning.
And Anna, I think you have another year of eligibility if you ever want to go that route.
You know, Rain, I think 6 years might just be the max. I'm pretty sure I'm maxed out in NCAA, but if anyone wants a 6'2" pitcher, hey, maybe I need to work out a little more and get going.
Trying to think if we would have had the radar gun on that pitch that was a strike from Anna, how far off of a Carlin Pickens heater would she have been? Probably 50 miles an hour,
yeah.
I would guess. In the air, in foul territory, Amari Harper makes the catch, and that'll do it for the 4th. Well, this is it. OKC needs 4 runs or their season will end. Top 4 in the AUSL, you're about to see them.
Now batting number 7, Maya Brady.
Chicago and Oklahoma City, the top 2 offenses in the league. Maya Brady, despite missing 4 games and the most of a 5th, is now leading the AUSL in home runs. I was about to say she was tied for the league lead with 10, even though she's only playing in her 20th full game today. But there it is, the AUSL single season record, 11th home run.
And how do you do Maya Brady?
Now batting number 2, Sydney Romero.
This is a curveball in the inner half. We'll hopefully get a look at soon, but Maya Brady, I mean, I think that's pretty good, Chunky. 20 games, 10 bombs as we take a look. This is a good pitch. Elevated, belt high, but on the inner half, and watch the hands make their way through, creating space to get the barrel out in front of her. 80 miles per hour off the bat. That is very difficult to do. I think that should be the next test for Anna, to hit a ball off the tee and see that exit velo, but the Spark get one back.
Nice pick by Gold, and Romero is retired. So it's a nice response for Devin Netz, who is now 2 outs away from a win in her lone start of the 2026 season. And Anna is in the dugout with Maya Brady.
Maya, you just broke the record again. What does that mean to you?
Honestly, just thinking about my team, trying to enjoy a potential last at bat, and hopefully not, but just trying to, do it for Jalen. She's had really 2 great innings. So just staying within myself and being a tough out.
Well, you made it mean something. Thanks, Maya. Back to you guys.
Sydney McKinney grounds out, and Oklahoma City is down to their final out of the season.
1 out away, fans. Get on your feet and get loud.
The matchup of Portland, Chicago in the AUSL Championship play-in game to face Utah in a best-of-3 championship series is looking more and more likely. There's that changeup. It is just disgusting. Amber Flores has been the Oklahoma City head coach since the franchise's inception. This is the 4th year of the Spark, the first in the AUSL. She's done a tremendous job in turning things around down the stretch. 13-11 record entering this game. The players have enjoyed playing for her. She has a great perspective on the game, was a tremendous player in her time at Oklahoma. She's continuing to coach at the college level. Just completed her 14th year at Seminole State College. Whiz into center, it hangs up to Mackenzie Clark, and Carolina plays spoiler. It's Portland who advances to the play-in game where they will face the Chicago Bandits.
All right, guys, thank you so much again for watching and supporting the channel. For those subscribers who have already seen and made the move to receive your free gift for liking and subscribing to support our channel, feel free to click to skip and begin watching the next great video. And so to get the free gift that we mentioned it to you, which is your selection of one of these 21 fantastic digital guides or manuals shown on the screen. And I have personally reviewed several of them just to get an idea of whether they are quality or just fluff. And I tell you guys, they really have gone the distance and made each of them relevant, useful, valuable information on all these different subjects, and some of them are nearly 35 pages long and packed with truths, proven, tested techniques, and advice. And you will see for yourself that $19 to $27 really is a fair value range for the one you will select for free. And so we need you to simply follow these simple steps. Click the like button on this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure the subscribe or follow button is clicked now, or some of you clicked it earlier, that's fine. And then in the comments section, simply type the word GIFT, 4 letters, G-I-F-T, and once you've done that, you can click the link in the bio or description, or you can type the link and go to gift.3z3.me. Oh, that's G-I-F-T dot, the number 3, the letter Z, and the number 3.me. That's gift.3z3.me. And this free gift is being provided today by the sponsor of this video, AIContentCreator.app, and if you click on the link, you'll be taken to the site, and there will be a blue button that is highlighted there for you. And the way it works is very simple. They support our channel and provide for you this free gift when you like, subscribe, or follow and type GIFT in the comments, which helps our channel with the algorithms. And then their hope is that you will see something you like, or you will fall in love with any of their products and services that you see there, and also because they're having a super 80% off promotion right now. Again, no purchase required and no hoops to jump through. Their AI bot will simply verify that you actually did perform the like, the subscribe, or follow to our channel, and that you type the word gift in the comments. And if you like anything you see there, they will in turn provide a small commission to us to help support our channel. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you at another video on our channel. And always remember, whether it's a basketball game that's tight until the end, a great tennis match comeback, an overtime win, or exciting ending in football, a boxing match against all odds, a track runner who fell but never gave up to get the win, an amazing goal kick in soccer, just know and rest assured that we keep a sharp eye focused on finding for you only the sports highlights that are competitions, games, or battles among the best of the day, week, or beyond. So, if you find it on our channel, you know it's HWW approved, because you can be sure that it's a highlight worth watching. See you next time, and God bless.